Hello, and welcome aboard Whale Pod to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm your Captain Whale, and in today's episode we will be continuing on with the side questing around the city and the Cadenzia region just a little bit. And before we get started, I just want to say I don't think I've ever shown off this screen before. We are in fact inside the the cabin of our boat, the Boundary. I'm gonna use this also as a time to see if we have any other gems we can craft. Need Auxilia. I'm not sure if that's Kavesi or Agni in there. I know the Gastrades. I believe that's a Kavesi, so I'll have to go back to the castle for that. Shuk's Flower Whiskers. Shuks are around the Erythea Sea. We just have not beaten up the requisite number of Shuks needed to get the requisite number of rare Flower Whiskers. Shuks are really annoying to chase down. They are very fast, very flighty. We need Crodlax scales, which we know where some Crodlax are, just I haven't bothered to grind them up. I don't know if there are any Squawers in or around Erythea Sea, but we also need Squarer crystals. If you are a lower level or just feel unlucky, you can find Squarer in the Dana Desert in the Fornus region. We do have the materials needed for Swelling Scourge 5. We needed Murfrey Skulls and Iluka Silk still. I fought a lot of Iluka off camera and a couple Murfrey.
It's ready.
Come on, I want to use it quick.
Alright, we now have Swelling Scourge 5 for boosting the power of debuffs. We can also build Steel Cleaver 5. Let's see what else we can do before going there. We'll get it. It's Attack Up. Attack Up is always valuable. Steel Cleaver 5 is now active. Serpron Fillet, that's going to take us a little bit to get. And Red Crodlax Meat might also take us a bit to get. The Gastrades, once again, is Kavesi. We'll probably want to check at the Kavesi Castle or somewhere for those. Golkin, like I said, there are Seagull variants of Turkin here in the Cadenzia region in the Erythea Sea, and I assume these shell amulets will be dropped by them. We can get Refined Blessing 5, so we will do that. The Sweet Pagul Body. There are actually some Paguls low enough level for you to deal with near where we are now. Iluka, once again, can be found in great numbers around the Great Sword's base. Then the Bitter Quadwing Powder can be found from Quadwings. Higher level specimens of those can be found around the Everblight Plain.
It's ready.
Come on, I want to use it quick.
Alright. Starting to get some legendaries needed in here for rarities on 6. Already gone over these. We are maxed on our empowered combo thanks to getting 99 Nopon coins and burning them here. We still need Serpron scales, it's going to be a while, and Oris. There are a lot of Oris back in, well, Balgus, which give Oris materials, as they are a subspecies of Oris, back in the Keves Castle region. In fact, at the part of the Keves Castle region that is right next to where you exit the castle after your escapades in there in the story. Any of these 5s able to go straight to 6? Nope, but worth a try. With that bit of gem crafting done and out of the way, we have cleaned ourselves off. I did that off camera right before starting this recording. Crafted some gems. Now we're ready to get into the video. Starting off, there is a named tombstone right out here on the shore. I did find a level 49 unique monster and deal with it accordingly off camera. Intrusive Neville is a Gyark.
Up to
It's
you.
time to make a stand. Friends, we fight.
Don't worry, I'll handle it. I'll draw them.
This'll keep me going.
Quick draw.
Energy grenade.
Alright, Neville. We've beaten you once, let's show you who's boss yet again.
Go.
We did not style on Neville off camera.
Now we're in the swing of things.
We're going to be saving that for here on the camera.
Where it hurts the most. Nice move, Kyle.
Maximum power.
Time to wheel out the big gun. Feeling that.
You know, I wonder if we're ever going to get a break art that's not positional based. It'd be really nice to have a break art that defenders can use more reliably.
Gonna knock you into next week.
Go ball.
Hey!
It's working.
That's the spirit.
Topple.
Raptor
Streak.
Fit.
Hold on tight. Showdown.
A left for you.
I'll take care of it.
Smash!
Send a packet.
Now get the break off on it.
Divine protection. Come on, cheer up, guys. Get pretty dicey.
Demon Slayer.
Ring splitter.
Come on, someone get a launch, get a launch.
Eat it.
Ah, darn.
We've got them pinned. Phantom Slash.
But Senna with the burst.
You might want to surrender. Tell me where the big gun. You went straight for this.
We're gonna go overheated for the sake of this.
Quick draw.
Aerial flash.
And we will style on you here.
Playtime's over.
After all, what's the point of styling if you're not gonna get it on camera? Might as well not have styled on him at all. Lead us off, Tyon. Alright, Uni. Multi-blast is probably going to be the biggest amount of damage here. That's very clearly the front, so let him have it, Gray.
This isn't the end. You're finished.
Oh yeah, Noah has finally reached rank 20 in Guardian Commander, so we'll be switching him out of here soon. Maybe once we've done a few more hero quests and got a few more hero classes to reclass into. Alright, let's get going. We'll level up Mio's TP here.
Me next.
We'll have Uni Kappas again. And Gray keep dealing it out with a bit more vengeance.
Did we upset them? And one for good.
Oh, it finally re-enraged after the burst quelled the enrage. Reactivation on Uni and Gray once again. Okay, Gray, here we go.
I'll lead.
You're in for it now. You're done.
We're gonna keep Gray in reserve.
Soaring captain. You can't get away. Nice try.
And Tyon's back at it again.
Leave it.
Lands. Tyrant Wave time.
I'll take one.
Gray, bring it home.
It's not over yet.
Keep taking your vengeance, my man.
You thought it was over.
And we're gonna get either Lanz's or Senna's or Boros order after this.
Got an ace up my sleeve. All right, coming right up.
Okay, Uni. We're gonna keep going for the high damage output out of you. Tion's gonna go bigger than Greywood. And get us our amazing.
Got you in my sight. Hope you're ready for us. These biscuits don't stop crushing. Stay right there. Got a surprise for you.
And just like that. You don't mess with us.
Nearly 2 million damage there. We've definitely had bigger, but gray always equals big chain damage.
My traps.
That is one of the two things we are doing here in the Cadenzia region before heading back to the city. There is one more quest marker that I am intrigued about enough to explore here as well. Because I saw from a distance while exploring out here, let me just show you a bit of the Cadenzia map. I have basically drawn out the perimeter of the entirety of the Erythia Sea with these furthest most outlines. Got some landmarks along the way. But over here, this quest-related event here kind of piqued my interest because I saw a couple of familiar faces hanging out in the middle of nowhere here. And I'm just more and more curious about how they actually managed to drive a Levnis, a Kavesi Levnis, out onto an island like that. Maybe they fell into the water and washed up there? I don't know. We have some very dangerous, bigger Gyarks right over here. Do you see it? Do you see it? It'll get a bit more in focus when we disembark. I see a Nopon and a human right next to a Equities style Levnis stolen, most likely from Colony 4.
Time for a tea break?
Anu Shoal's camp. But we also get... What? I can't believe you! It's Doran again! I had a hunch when I saw a human, a Nopon, and a Levnis on an island together. This is slander and libel. Mismanagement of Doran is blame. Are they bickering again? What are you arguing about? I'll tell you what it's about. We came to this island, then mysteriously some of our stuff has vanished. All our tools and cooking stuff and things we really need while we're traveling, just gone. Doran was in charge of luggage, not fault of Bam Bam. But you're the one carrying the cooking gear. It's all very convenient to blame me for that. So I guess you're stuck here as long as you don't have your gear. How do you even get out here to begin with, dudes? Sparks and Ash, we can't keep the Levnis in good nick without tools or cook dinner. We're just gonna die out here, I guess. Die? Bam Bam not want to die. How can remediate? Where were you when you realized your gear was missing? Here, where we were camping. Will you help us look for it? Yeah, I guess. This is what destiny led us here for. And letting you die out here won't look good on Mio's diary. Thanks so much. You've been amazing, really. Seems like friends always save, but Bam Bam decide not to get bothered by that. No, I think you really should. We'll check around the campsite first. You might have just overlooked it. We've already searched pretty hard, but feel free. Right, missing luggage. And I have learned during my exploration of another shortcut that I am embarrassed it took me this long to realize. By holding ZL and pressing B, we can conveniently open up our quests here, and we will see that the missing luggage is a level 45, so we are good to go. That's roughly the same recommended level as Chapter 5. So, let's check around the camp surroundings. Mysterious tracks is our objective point. Did these guys get robbed blind by Turkin. Sorry about the burp there, like we did. Well, by Gulkin, like we did by Turkin. Look, footprints there. It's a sandy beach. Of course there are footprints. These aren't human footprints, I think. Immovable Gonzalez? Nah, it's the Gulkin. Maybe Gulkins? No, I don't think so. Gulkin feet are webbed, which is not what we're seeing here. Immovable Gonzalez! We know who's been along this way, don't we? Your friend and mine, Gonzalez. No, if it was Gonzalez, there wouldn't be this many footprints. Oh, I guess it's the Marignas. I was really going of Gulkins here, but since we already got one wrong, let's do the obvious wrong. Maybe a Marignas? I think so too. This is Marigna territory, so there's a decent chance. So what? Oh, give me strength. Vanished bags plus mysterious footprints at the scene of the crime equals... Meh, bam, bam, no answer. Owner of footprints steal possessions of us. What? It's a possibility, certainly, until we actually find your equipment. Let's follow the footprints and see if we're right, then.
Gotta follow.
Interact with the trail. Yep, this is leading us into the water. That thing is very big and very dangerous. I don't think we can follow this in the boat, though, unfortunately. Ravines. Let's see how far this cream cheese ravine swims away before turning around. Right, more Marigna tracks leading us through very dangerous waters. We once again have to wait for our very dangerous fish face here to get out of our way. Get out of our way, please. That thing is level 73.
How are we meant to fight that?
At least it's... we can't just swim around it. We have to follow the trail close enough. Well.
Night already.
We picked up the trail again. Let's hope this guy's not turning around. Oh, no, he's turning around. That was a little dicier than I'd like it to be. At least on the way back, we can just teleport back to the camp. Oh, look at that! Marigna have gone into Sea Lizard's tide pool! Looks like I was right. And now? Now we just have to try and catch up without being seen. The sea is still very scary, even though we're about 10 levels higher than the lowest level monsters here. As you can see, the highest level monsters here are even much higher than that.
What kind of place is this?
It's a new location, that's what it is, Senna. Is that a pile of supplies? Looks like they're spoils. They've probably piled it all here for safekeeping. Is our stuff over there? I'd say there's a good chance, yeah. But first, time to take these thieves to task. Alright. Eliminate the thieves.
Don't just assume they're pushovers.
A good test for my blade.
Executioner! Beer multi-block!
I'll draw them.
This'll keep me going. Alright, energy grenade!
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
Oh, there is a new battle theme here in the Cadenzia region. We just aren't fighting anything really beefy enough to let us hear it.
Battle begin.
Extended slap! Hit 'em over and over!
Good going, Uni. Impressive, Tyon.
Big
Violence,
bounce.
come here. I got something for you.
Thanks. Ring splitter!
You might want to surrender
Too easy.
before we grind you
Come
into
after
dust.
me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Don't just assume they're pushovers. This
Here we
one
go.
looks funny.
A big group of boys here.
Beer
I got something for you.
Thanks.
Can't hold them off. Gale slash.
Showdown.
Demon quick draw.
Great!
The heat is
I'm
on.
getting the gas. Feels just like it should.
Superstorm.
Keep up the
Impressive,
pressure.
Tyon.
Ring aerial slash. The power of hard.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Fire! The element of
Bust block.
surprise.
Nice moves, Tyon. I'll draw them.
Thanks.
Launch.
Got you. Big! Extended slap. I weakened the enemy.
You might want to surrender before we grind you into dust.
Too easy.
The art chaining can be a little bit delayed here due to the water physics when battling in water.
Keep me going. Multi-block. Hit 'em over and over.
Good going, Uni. I got something for you.
Thanks. Got you. Energy grenade. Press our advantage.
Keep it up, Neo. Come here. I got something for you.
Thanks.
Quick draw.
Fire!
Falcon.
All right. Let's get it. I see the hand of an expert, Gray. Ah. Big!
Demon
Ring
Slayer.
splitter.
White slash.
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
Yes, here's our stuff. That's one problem solved then. It was those annoying Marignas, right, Bam Bam? Yes, thieves of possessions are people of worst. Just be careful in future, yeah? When you strike out on your own, you gotta be able to solve your own problems. I know. We'll be more responsible with our stuff from now on. And try not to fight with each other. You have to work together through thick and thin, okay? Bam Bam understand and take to heart. What now? The Levenus, we left it parked at the camp. Man, we did do that. Bam Bam, let's hurry. We're done it for if it gets nicked. Bam Bam, no want to be done for. Time for race of life. How'd you even get that thing out on an island anyway? Seriously. How is none of these 6 plus the 2 pawns here questioning that? Safe travels. And we have completed missing luggage. Experience 0, gold 810, soul points 3, and 6 Nopon coin silver. And now we're going to be heading back to the city. That counts as a colony 4 affinity there. We need this map here. Head to Sword March. There is a new quest-related event on the map that involves Gray's wife and Monica once again. And it was not here before completing the quest where we met Gray's wife, so I assume it is a new one. I'm still amazed at how much younger Gray actually is than what we thought he was going to look like. He could still be 60, but he could be a young 60. He could be a Hollywood 60, not a us peasants 60. But I'm just specifying that because that's the age Van Damme was.
I'm getting peckish. Do we have any snacks?
No, we don't. All we have is words. A novel book. Discuss.
Let's have a little huddle up.
A novel? They're all the rage in the city. Some kind of book or something. I don't know. A book? Can't be that good then. I get the feeling they're pretty different from the textbooks we used to have to read. Oh, different how? I don't know the details. Are you curious though, Mio? Just a little. Should we read one of these novels and see what it's like? Yes, let's see if we can find one to buy in the city. Writer's block accepted. The last 3 of these are hero quests. I also suspect a couple of those remaining question marks out in the Cadenzia region might be hero quests or something similar, due to us still having a couple colonies still to liberate and haven't met anyone in the Cadenzia region yet. Who'd have thought that you lot were acquainted with Gray and Rosanna? Not only that, but you were there when Guernica passed away. That was a terrible thing to happen. And we are not gonna let Mobius D off the hook lightly for it. You have my word there, old doctor guy who showed us a baby for the first time in our lives. That's still the most precious scene I've seen in pretty much any video game ever. Just seeing these basically test tube baby child soldiers born at age 10, dead by 20, seeing a baby for the first time ever. That's just great. That was too good, way too good. I'll stop saying too good now. Hey, well. Welcome to Shop of Well. What Well can do for friends? We were wondering if you have any novels? Novels, of course. Question borders on silly. What genre are friends looking for? What? Sorry, is genre? Look, we have no idea, okay? What's popular in the city? You want popular novel? Oh, that's easy. Current bestseller is latest volume of Founder's Tale. The Founder's Tale? That's the title of a novel, isn't it? Right on money. Would friends care to buy?
What should we get?
Founder's Tale, latest novel? 700. We've got nearly 2 million. From selling a bunch of accessories we didn't need anymore. Thankings for patronage. Friends choose well to choose well. And your name is very on the nose, well. Story of Founder's Tale is epic narrative of Ouroboros, who were first founders of city. So this is a record that the founders themselves left behind. That's right. That framing device of novel. Framing what? Wait, are you sure you can afford to sell something so important for such a low price? That's interesting take. Friends certainly have lively sense of curiosity. Well, we'll do one better. Why not meet Miss Leanne, author of novel, directly? We can meet the person who actually wrote this book. Miss Leanne often go for constitutional in a Virid Park. She lady of lofty wisdom, so well certain that she able to satisfy friends' curiosity.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Thank you, well, with the very on-the-nose name there. Ah, that's gonna be tricky. Jumped down too early. Leanne! Excuse me, but would you happen to be Leanne? I would indeed. How can I help you? Well told us that you're the person who wrote the Founder's Tale? Goodness, to think that our generation of Ouroboros would take an interest in my humble scribbles. Basically, we don't really get this whole novel thing. Ah, of course, that's only natural. I believe there isn't much in the way of printed storytelling outside the city, correct? Yes, I'd say so. Is it something like a diary? Well, you're not entirely wrong. In that, I'm trying to recreate in detail the lives of the founders. But it's different from a real diary because I've made most of it up. What do you mean, you made it up? Well, to put it simply, it's all sort of lies. What, you just pulled it out of your arse? Of course, I do strive to the best of my ability to make sure it hews close to the truth. There are so few documents and materials left in the city from the founders' times. So regardless, I would always have had to weave guesses and interpretations into my work to fill the gaps. That said, it's probably time to lay down my pen. What do you mean? You don't want to write anymore? Imagination has its limits. I find I've come to the end of the line. I just don't know where I'd take the story from here. But you're mega popular, ain't you? Doesn't everyone love your novels? They do, which is why I've been hoping for inspiration to strike. I thought, though, you could say inspiration really has dropped from the heavens right in front of me. Pardon? This is truly serendipity. Would you mind helping me conquer my writer's block? A block? Today's just a day for learning new concepts, I suppose. According to the records, the 6 founders traveled throughout the world looking for a new land. I've managed to pinpoint the exact locations they visited on their journey to help further my research. Unfortunately, I lack the robust constitution to be a soldier. Would you visit those places in my stead? What exactly do you want us to look for? Let me see. If you happen upon anything that looks out of the ordinary there, you could bring it back. I'm trying to see if there's anything out there beyond the information we have in the records. What are the locations you'd like us to look at? The distant fingertip and the Dana Desert in the Fornus region would be a great start. Then a couple of places in Pentelis, the ruins of Cebu and the old Cliffside Way. Finally, a place in Cadenzia called the Eternal Canopy. That should be all. So you're asking us to go to all those places? Seriously? Get all your hardships out of the way while you're young. Once you get old, you can't do the fun stuff even if you want to. I can't hold anything much heavier than a pen these days, curse this old body. We'll help you, and we'll report back if we find anything. Thank you. I'll be waiting to hear back from you, young folk. All right. This is, Oh, I now know why the Nopon Register is given such a high level to start off with. It's because you need to activate all the Pharaonis Hulks in order to complete it. And boom, this boy here, Sandbar Hulk, recommended level 62. Writer's block, we're going to... We've already been... to, I guess, a lot of these places? Hey, Leanne. You're back. Did you find anything?
Is this what you wanted?
Oh, it's this. Key items we gotta find someplace here. Shiny hexagonal chip. Ruins of Cebu and the old Cliffside Way. Finally, in Cadenzia, someplace called the Eternal Canopy. Right, let's, map. Fornus region. Distant fingertip. Go! This is going to be the last quest of the video, and no matter how long it takes or even if we are able to complete it, I suspect the Canopy in the Cadenzia region might be a bit high level for us. I want to say I know roughly of what they're talking about. Oh, for crying out loud! What are they doing here? Save it for later. Here they come. A double mysterious raiders here.
How about this?
Give it up!
You won't get away!
Can't hold them off!
Meet
No
your end.
escape!
Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks.
Eat this!
Right on time.
More where that came from!
Just watch.
Let me give you a taste!
No escape.
I gotta push through this!
Hang in there, I'll heal you.
Meet your
Time to
end.
win out the big gun!
All right, time to take this one down. One down, one left.
Push through!
Eat this!
Make it count. I'll end it here.
You won't get away!
Personally, I think Yum Smith should have been a defender class.
That's quite rare.
I wonder if these guys are going to be guarding all these locations. Area map. Ah, here by the quicksand basin. Well, above the quicksand basin. Let's just go ahead and scree walk our way up out of here. And we went the wrong way around. The Dana Desert is a gorgeous area. I love these little, I guess somewhat similar to cactus looking like, you know, paintbrush trees here. They're probably some type of cactus, but dang do they look cool. Monolith Soft, the developers of Xenoblade Chronicles, are very well known for their incredible world building and world designs. In fact, if you like the design of Hyrule in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and like what you're seeing so far from the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailers, as far as the world design and world building goes, you have Monolith Soft to thank for that. Monolith Soft is owned by Nintendo, and Nintendo does make them help out on Nintendo projects from time to time, including every Zelda game since the very tail end of Twilight Princess's development. I wonder if those knuckleheads were part of the quest here, or if we just unknowingly stumbled into the next part of that quest line.
Found the what's it!
I'm gonna guess we just stumbled into the next part of their quest line. We found something cool here. I should not use that map. Go ahead and do whatever you do whenever I mess up on the map if you are doing a game like that. Cebu. Ruins of Cebu Camp. At least it's not over by the two level 80 plus unique monster Agni and assassins. They will attack as a team. They have the little markers over their head that indicate they are herd enemies, that when you target one, it shows you as targeting multiple. Hey, Zoka. I mistook you for a different Nopon. Sorry about that, Zoka. Zoka pleased to announce that some caravan now stock ether cylinder. Zoka advised friends make use of service. You'll be sure to do just that, Zoka. All caravans who stock selling at same fair market price, so friends can have no fear of swindle. Yeah, 10,000 gold really is a fair price when you're dealing with Nopon, huh?
Is this like a rare thing?
Oh, maybe now that we've tracked down those machine assassin guys over on the distant fingertip, there'll be some continuation of that storyline, either back in Colony 4 or at a different colony. But for now, Cadenzia region, where are you? Ah, Old Way Camp. That one does not have the Ether logo, so this camp is not stocking any Ether at its trader pawn. But Loloka has new to say to us. Oh, joyful day, attacks from castles stop entirely. Relentless barrage of violence was taking toll on beautiful scenery of Ionios, making great eyesore. Any more of you get injured and Loloka become very sad, Bunnet. It is good that this amazing scenery is no longer getting blasted to bits by the Kavesi Empire. We still have Darth Noah to deal with.
Is this like a rare thing?
But the Annihilator is taken care of, and that is a start. We also have Darth Mio over on the Agnes side of this conflict. Hey, look, it's these knuckleheads again. Here as well. Are they targeting us, or perhaps... Who cares? Let's take them down. There's only 2 of them, so I think it's the 2 that fled, rather than the 2 that stuck around.
Make it count! Ah, no escape!
Enemy's broken away from me.
You won't get away!
I'll show ya. Come here. I got something for you.
Thanks.
Who's nothing? Enemy's broken away from me.
Make it
Come
count!
here. I got something for you.
Thanks.
Needless to say, these guys are very clearly involved with this quest a little bit as well.
No escape! Let's do it, Kion. Gonna knock you into next week.
Let me give you a tank.
Just watch. Here we go, Lance. I'm pulling out all you got.
Everyone else is getting in on the fun.
Just watch. Automatic heal.
Gotta start getting the cancel timings down on Mio's Ouroboros as well.
This would be our target.
A grimy identification? Now, to the Cadenzia region. This one might be the trickiest out of them yet. That is Rider's Block over here on First Pillar or Remnant Island. Like I said, this is going to be the trickiest. This is going to require some Metal Gear Solid level stealth here. We'll give it a 1 try. If we die, we'll go see if we have 100% or just 80%. Or some mixture thereof. Why is it tricky, you say? Because while the enemies on the beach are deceptively low level, like these Marignas hanging around here, and even these Gulkin and Urchons, these Plambus up here and these Wisps are very chunky. So, we will see if we can't do our best Solid Snake impersonation, to sneak around here nice and sneaky-like, and see if we can't get past all these big death bugs. Oh man, the bugs are closing in. I hope these guys are visual aggressive, not auditorily aggressive.
This was a nice find.
Splish.
Yeah, we might want to rethink taking on that one.
We're gonna go back to the boat, go back to the buoyancy operated aquatic transport, see if there's a different way to get up onto the cliff sides here. We're not gonna chicken out just yet. But as always, recon is important to the success of said missions. These guys here, at least if we get noticed, aren't the end of the world.
Go get it.
Let's see, how many, party skills, how many... We have 4 silent steps, so we do have 8 meters reduced monster detection range. That is going to help us out quite... Well, it's going to be quite the boon trying to sneak past these, crusty old crust dips here. Kramits here as well. We are going up against enemies that would level us up too much and are above the level requirement for this old questy here, so we're going to avoid fighting as much as possible. These guys are lower level, so they should hopefully be fine.
Is that?
Camel!
This isn't worth our time.
Never a dull moment, eh?
Add a bit of PTSD flash up there.
I got something for you.
Thanks. Energy grenade.
Feel that? Oh yeah!
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP.
Sorry, just had to get out a little bit of pent-up aggression on my immortal enemy, the camel.
Whoa, got a rare dude right here.
Tengate ruins. That is a unique Gulkin. Virtuous Gulkin.
No, it's grim, but it needs doing.
And these are Hyentia ruins from Aerith Sea and Xenoblade Chronicles. Come here, Virtuous Gulkin.
It's time to make a stand. Friends, we fight. Leave it to me. I'll have them crying by the end.
I'll draw them.
Thanks.
Executioner!
Great.
More enemies. I'll keep them occupied. No. Enemies, go here. I got something for you.
I'm sorry, everyone.
You hurt me. I can't hold them off. No. Enemies broken away
Are
from me.
you here?
Are you ready, Uni?
All right. Let's kick it. Divine protection.
Enemies broken away from me.
For you.
I'll keep under pressure. Alright, keep them coming.
Keep that cool head. Got it?
Phantom Slap! Time to win out the big rolling slap! Phantom Slap! It's getting risky. Go! Aerial slap! Quick draw! Sudden!
Aerial bullet.
Topple! Aerial slap! No
Energy
more
grenade.
torch!
Let's clear out the trash here for a little bit.
You can't fall here. Nice one,
Get
Leo.
back up now.
Lovely bedside manner you have there. Executioner!
We are now alone in this Virtuous Gulkin fight.
Got you covered.
So we're going to try and minimize the amount of others we draw into it.
Hold on. I'll be right there. Stan's mate, you're better than this.
Suppose I better get a grip.
Come on, cheer up, guys.
You're a lifesaver.
Advance cooldown.
The heat is on.
Yes, they're building up. Just all right. All together now. Anytime you want.
Deflect the field. Blossom.
Energy grenade. Make you burn.
That fight was a little bit more complicated than it needed to be because of the ads from just AoE attacks dragging enemies into the fight.
Turn it up to 11.
This'll give him something to think about.
Go. Hands
Interlink level 3. Let's wail on it. Okay, let's see Mio's talent art. Smash! Let's finish him in style with a Ouroboros chain. Limits Unbound, go! Lead us off here, or no, Gray's gonna finish it for us.
You're in for it now.
Senna's gonna cap us here. And now, Gray,
Never let up.
finish it off.
This isn't the end. This is the decider. You're finished above and beyond.
Into the overkill we go.
Don't mind me, I'm just here to end it.
Everyone back in action
Wait, everyone
for
wait.
Death of 1,000 Cuts.
I'll go first.
Me next.
And here we go, Tyon. A very high bravo indeed.
Now to finish it up. Got you now. Sink your breathing.
Strike through. Upon this sword, I place my strength.
We were fantastic just then.
Nearly, well, not nearly a million, over 800,000 damage in that chain.
Ouroboros.
I was gonna say, since we got a good couple chain attacks in this video for some close-ups of Mio's DLC outfit, I think it's my absolute favorite of the 5, and a very close second would have to be Noah's, which we have not seen yet. I'll probably have Noah in it when he's a medic gun, well, war medic eventually. I still think medic gunner and war medic should have had their names switched. Valdi should have been the medic gunner, and Uni should have been the war medic. After all, Valdi actually uses his gun for basically all of his arts.
Wonder if there's another way somewhere.
It looks like we're going to be blocked in progression getting up there to reach that behind a field traversal skill we don't have. Yay! I thought that was only a problem of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Or maybe, I don't know. No. Let's not despair just yet. We're going to go all the way around before we despair and say we're blocked. Mama didn't raise no quitter, but these Gulkins certainly are.
This was a nice find.
Hey, Gully boy.
Whoa, what's with that one? What kind of place is this?
Oh, look, more of these numbskulls. Or should I say the same two numbskulls? I think this might be more than just coincidence. Do you think they're after the same thing we are? Heh, if that's true, then I guess we're onto something pretty good. Oh yeah, going out on a limb here, but I think that one of these guys is gonna be a hero eventually.
Keep 'em coming. You're on fire, lad.
Got you! Enemy is
Some of you who might like to spoil yourselves might already know whether or not we're correct, but I mean, We do know the name of one is going to be Machine Assassin. We know that much from the class screen.
Show us what you got.
So this would fit for it's a machine and it's an assassin.
No stopping you, lad. Feel that? Oh, yeah. Time to weigh out the big gun. We'll blow you away. Swoop.
Decent
Win
attention.
big or go home. What with me?
I'll keep up the pressure. Just a little more. Bounding and rolling snap. Phantom slap.
All right. We have now fought those jokers 3 times in this quest, so I'm definitely saying this is part of this quest, not in its own one. We do need to head back to Sword March, though, so we will use the correct map. We can jump down there pretty quickly from the city camp, so we will do just that. And this quest has been longer and meatier than I initially imagined it being, so it's good that this is going to be the end of the episode because we're coming up on an hour recording time. I don't want to keep you all too long, Whale Pod, or keep y'all too long, Whale Pod, so it's good that things are going to be coming to a bit of a conclusion here, hopefully. You're back. Did you find anything?
Is this what you wanted?
A leathery wing fossil is 20%. A rusted pressure helm is 20%. Sinister faceplate of 20%. Shiny hexagonal chip 80%. Grimy identification and it gives us the full 100%. Let me see. All we found was this junk. Sorry we couldn't get anything better. No, not at all. This is wonderful. It's a better result than I could have hoped for. Really? I don't see anything here that has even the slightest connection to the Founders. No, you're right. None of this is related to the Founders. Are you joking? But these things don't exist in any of our records. They're completely unknown. They may not be associated with the Founders, but they have more worth than that alone. This has got to be a wind-up. This is a bunch of rubbish. Hey, do you think the Levnesses that attacked us were looking for these? Oh, sounds like you had a bit of an adventure. Now you've really piqued my interest. Just what are these? It's hard to imagine they come from our time, or even the Founders' time. Could they be even older? Yes, it's coming to me. What? What's coming? My inspiration. It's all rushing back to me. The old gray matter hasn't failed me yet. You've saved my work. Thank you. You're sure this is fine? Of course. Now I'm sorry, but I must go. I want to put pen to paper while these ideas are still fresh. Wait, can we ask you one more question? What is it? Why did you decide to write about the Founders in the first place? Oh, that is a good question. Have you ever wondered about where you came from? What do you mean? This is just my own theory. But I think one of the most important things in life is knowing your origins. That's what I want the people of the city to know, or rather to remember. Where we all came from and where we're going, do you see? Anyway, I really must go now. I hope you enjoy the next book in the series. Quest complete. A writer's block. 0 experience, 1800 gold, and 3 soul points, as well as Scout's knee guard. I sold a few of those. They boost evasion while moving. I'll probably sell that one as well. Hey, Leanne. The relics that you brought to me were deeply fascinating. I think the Founders Tale series will be able to continue a little longer now. I hope you, to whom I owe so much, will do me the honor of reading it when it's available. And with that, Whale Pod, that is where we're going to end this episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. If you liked this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All 3 of them help me out immensely and cost you nothing more than a few moments of your time. And without any further ado, I have been your Captain Whale. I hope you all are having fantastic days, Whale Pod. But until next time, this is goodbye.